Romeo. Hello, Romeo. Romeo saying good morning too. How are we all? Oh, do you know, they've been sat here quiet. I start talking and they're like, woohoo! Mummy wants us to go and say hello. Clearly, that's what we're after. That's what we're after, isn't it? So, bear with me while everybody joins us. I shall see whether or not I can settle these down or not. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to settle them down. I don't even know why I'm trying that. So I wanted to do something a bit different today. I'm in the process of uploading a lot of the work that I've done, either wherever I've done it, actually, my worksheets, and I want to kind of get them out there so people can have a look at them. Good morning, Mum. Good morning. So that's what I'm in the middle of today. And one of the ones that I was looking at this morning was on resilience. So I wanted to go through, and I'll try and do this through the workbook with you, but talk to you as I'm doing it as well. And then the workbook, if anybody wants to buy it, it'll be there on Etsy later on. So bear with me, come and say good morning to me, come and say hello when you're here. There's a reason why I've got kind of the camera the way that it is, because I am going to change it in a minute and put it on so that you can see the computer, so you can see what I'm reading, if that makes sense. I just want to try and bring a little bit more to some of these sessions when I can. It just happens that this is what I was doing this morning, and I thought, after the news last night, it's a big deep breath, isn't it, again? So I thought, you know what, let's talk about resilience. We've all got it. And do you know what? We have all got it. And I know that because we're all here. So bear with me a minute. Come and say hello. Let me know how you are this morning. Remember, we are all in this together. Morning, Jane. How are you? So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to go through one of my booklets called Resilience. I created a course called I Am I Can many years ago, and I've been teaching that for lots of years, and it's one of those that grows. It's one of those that's just kind of, I'll be honest with you, got better over time because I've had loads of feedback. And this is one of the ones that I was kind of covering recently because of where we were. And I thought, you know what? Morning, Sandy. How are you? See, now this feels like a normal Tuesday morning, doesn't it, Sandy? Whatever normal used to be 12 months ago. I used to see Sandy in a class on a Tuesday morning at Orford Up. So it's like, oh, just feel like with her. Got me brew, all sorted. So that's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to go through some of the workbook with you, show it to you, explain it to you, and also help you get that message across this morning, because it is big what's going on, but we can do it. Was I fed up last night? Yeah, probably a bit like everybody else. I think it's all right to feel like that. It is okay for us to feel like that. Morning, Nat. Morning, Susan. Thank you for being here. But I thought, you know what? I've got these booklets sat on my computer. Let's do something with them. So that is what I'm going to start doing more of, because also I'm very visual, and I do like being able to show you visually what I'm teaching, whatever you want to do, where you want to do it. The other thing I wanted to mention as well before I get started, just while everybody's logging on, morning Karen, morning Deanne, is that for January, my Tuesday evening classes, which I run on Zoom, there's usually a £25 charge for the class over 4 weeks. What I wanted to do for January, and as a way of saying thank you for everybody who's supported us throughout December, is I wanted to make this a donation basis. So there isn't a fixed charge. And if you're struggling with money, as a lot of us are, then £1, 50p, doesn't matter. So I don't want money to come in the way in January, and we'll see how we'll go moving forward about funding and things. But that's what I want to be able to do. So it starts a week on Tuesday. I'll put the link on. I'll do some bits and pieces so you can see that later. But I just wanted you to know that wherever you are right now, firstly, you're not on your own. However you're feeling, I promise you, you're not the only one feeling it. It might feel like it, and you might have a few unique things that are going on in your world. That I understand. But this feeling of kind of, where are we? We're feeling a bit cast out to sea. Will this ever end? The answer is yes, it will. We can and will get through this. We've done this before. We've got experience behind us now. It just feels like... So I get it. So the courses are going to start a week on Tuesday in the evening, 6 till... I might as well say 6 till 8. I usually say 6 till 7:30, but let's be honest, I'm still wittering at 8, as we all know. Anyone who's ever been in one of my classes knows I never finish on time. So let's get going with what I wanted to cover today. There's quite a bit today, if that's all right. Bear with me. I was going to do it over 2 days, but I just thought let's just go with it. It's there. And then if anyone's got any questions or thoughts on it, for some reason I'm not getting any comments whatsoever. I'm getting who's coming on, but I'm not getting any comments. And I'm presuming that people are saying hello, because you usually come on and say hello. There we go. I've just gone off Angela. See, there we go. Names are coming up. Thank you. Morning, Susan. Morning. Yeah, that's it. I thought there's no way you're all sitting there not saying anything. Because it's like asking me, it's like asking me to be quiet, and it's not going to happen either. You need a whiteboard. I do have all of those things, actually, Ed. I do have them. I've been slowly buying them in the last 12 months, not realising that I would need them in January. So, let me see which one do I press? That one. Have you heard me? Which one do I press? There we go. Morning, Rach. How are you, sweetheart? Here we go. Right. You can hear any noise in the background. That is... Which one's that one? Oh, Bobbly. Should have known. Bobby. Right. Building resilience. I can. Let me just move that a little bit. Sorry. Then I can, because you don't need to see me if I'm doing that. So this is the kind of thing that I do when I'm in classes. I will be honest with you, these booklets have been upgraded over the years. I used to get a worksheet. I've always tried my hardest, but I've got these new workbooks that I want to hand out or send over. And that's what I'm busy working on at the moment. Anybody who joins me with any classes will get a copy of any workbooks that we cover in the class, either to print out or as a PDF fillable version. I don't look at me being able to firstly understand that language, and secondly that means you can type it up on your phone or your iPad or your laptop, or you can just have it with a notepad and just go through it so you've got it there in colour, or print it off and put it somewhere safe. That's what a lot of people do. Thank you, boys. This is nice, joining in. So, this is a class that, in fact, if Sandy's still here, she'll probably remember this. We covered this originally a couple of years ago. I've just rehashed it, put it together and changed it slightly. But we did this. Now, when we did this originally, oh, bless you, Rach. When we did this originally, we did it on big sheets of A1 paper. We had marker pens. Ed, you would have been irrelevant. In fact, Ed, you might have even done this one, thinking about it. So there are, let's just move it down, 10 ways to build resilience. And what we did in class is we went through these 10 ways. So I still have my own, I love that. I still have my old notebook back in the days when you made us write our own workbook. Let me show you something about old workbooks. Oh my gosh. My wonderful, wonderful friend, Pat, or Patricia, but Pat, dropped these off for me the other day. Look, have you ever, oh, honestly, which is the first one? Book 5, book 3, book 1. Here we go. Look at these. So this, Ed, this is what you'll remember. Book 1. Then we're on to 3, and then we're on to 4, and then we're on to 5. And what is, oh, I was so excited by these. What I'm going to do is go through, I'm upside down. What I'm going to do is go through these books. So this is what we used to get. This is what we used to get. We used to use the sheets. Which one is this one? Make a list of negative small talk. There you go. Things that we've done there. My old name labels with all the patterns. It's there, isn't it? Anyone who used to do my classes knows exactly what's going on here. Pat's just made it really, really fancy. Can I just point out, I didn't hand out all of this bit here. Pat's done all of this. Coconut shy. Oh, I used to say to Pat, write that down. There we go. Oh. So, how we've moved forward, but I can't wait to go through this because there'll be all kinds in there that I'll have forgotten about. Ed, I probably need some of your old books as well at some point. We'll have to do that over a coffee. Right, Nick, back to where you are. This is why my classes never finish on time, because I go off on tangents. We call it quarrelling in our house. My mum put money on me when we're nodding. If Kaylee's watching that, Kaylee gets that too. Right, 10 ways to build resilience. So I'm going to go through them one by one. Self-care. Recharge those batteries. Okay, I've already had this conversation with someone this morning. Morning, Jodes. I've already had this conversation with someone this morning. We are pretty good at looking after ourselves. Or let's be honest, if you've listened to me for the last 10 months, you'll know somewhere along the line you need to look after yourself. However, sometimes we need to tweak that. We need to tweak it for the time of year. We need to tweak it depending on what's going on and circumstances. And I think we definitely need to tweak it when we keep getting changes, big changes in circumstances, which is what we're having at the moment. So that's the first one, self-care. Recharge those batteries. Number 2, choose your battles. Don't get caught up in others' dramas. I think we all understand that. I also think as well, I had that conversation as well this morning, is how do you make sure what's in your control and what's out of your control? So choose your battles. If there's nothing you can do about it, let it go. Our job is not to solve everybody else's. Simone, all the way in Australia, beautiful lady, how are you? Hugs and kisses, beautiful, hugs and kisses. How do we just make sure that it's not for us to sort everybody else's drama out. Just move that drama away. That's a whole other class within itself. Number 3, this is really important, maintain perspective. Take a step back. Will this still matter how you're feeling right now in a week or a month's time? Because we do feel it, I understand it, but with each moment, that's you've just taken a next step forward or step back. Number 4, be honest with yourself and with others. There are going to be challenges. I hear so often, do I do this? I probably do this actually. Is that we agree to things or we just nod our head. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with agreeing things and nodding our head because we don't want to be part of someone else's drama. But we need to start being honest, mainly with yourself. So it's what you just on screen might need to watch you later. Okay, my lovely. Can everybody else see that okay? Okay, docs. So being honest with yourself, how are you thinking? How are you feeling? How are you agreeing to things we don't want to be doing? Just be honest with yourself, and you can do that by taking a step back, giving yourself a moment. Number 5, learn from mistakes. Oh, I so wanted to say then, unlike our government, but that would be wrong because we don't do politics on here. However, let's hope they learn from mistakes. How can we learn from things that we've done? Often we sit and we beat ourselves with a big stick of things that we have or haven't done, mistakes that we have or haven't made. We made a decision based on the information we had at that time. That's not a get out clause for the government, just saying. Number 6, be aware. This is huge. Each one of these could be an absolute individual class. I feel a new class is coming on. Number 6, be aware. Recognise how others treat you and remove or distance yourself from bad, negative attitudes. I hear that a lot, actually. Is just be really careful. And this can I be honest with you, this can include the news, newspapers, what you're reading on social media. What is it that you can, or who is it you can just give yourself a little bit of distance from? How are you going to do that? Number 7, have a network of supportive people. Surround yourself with supportive people, those who listen and care. I'm just going to give a little bit. I love that. Mistakes are teachable moments. It's so true, Ed. I'm going to give Rainbow a bit of a push here. I'm hoping we are part of your supportive network. And I've also seen what I do love is kind of on each other's Facebook. We're all kind of befriending each other. And I love that. This is about being able to have a voice and being able to be heard in a non-judgmental way. This then goes back to, if I'm being honest with you, let's go back to number 6. Be careful who we're talking about. Talking to. If they're the kind of person, if you're talking and you're saying you're feeling this way and they're adding oil to it, fanning those flames, making it bigger on how you're feeling, then do me a favour, don't be talking to those people. Now would be a good time as well to mention the Samaritans. They are an amazing network of people who are there to listen in a non-judgmental way. Sometimes in life, all we need is to be heard. So I wanted to mention that there. Number 8. Hey, Lou. Number 8. Look after your physical and mental health. Create a plan for both. Again, things have changed again. Physical and mental health are tied in together. By being able to get out and just, even if it's in the back garden for some fresh air or even a small walk, we've got an hour of exercise. That sounded like we're in prison then, didn't it? We have an hour of exercise. But we do. We have an hour of exercise that we can have a day if we choose to use it. But this is about doing things. This is physical and mental. Physical could also be, what are you doing with your brain? Are you recharging it? Are you reading something that's interesting? Are you teaching yourself something new? Being part of some of these videos, being part of this group, listening to what's going on. I love that. You can also send the Samaritans by text or write letters if you don't like phone calls. Absolutely love that, Ed. Love that. Thank you. Okay, number 9, celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Achievement could be, quite frankly, it's where I was this morning, put a bra on, because I knew I was on live. Can't remember the last time I wore a bra, probably Friday, the last time I was on live, right? These are small achievements in my world, because at the moment I don't need to, but I'm just doing that, putting a bit of makeup on, making myself kind of get changed. Feels good for me. It feels good. Don't get me wrong, I'll be changing back again because this top's too nice to have when you've got spaniels about. Celebrate your achievements. You've got up, you've had a shower, you've brushed your teeth, you've stayed in bed all day, but you've made yourself a cup of tea. Doesn't matter. Don't compare achievements to somebody else. Achievements are not necessarily the massive big wins in life. Achievements are actually the big wins in life that keep us going right now. Celebrate your achievements that are personal to you. And number 10, remember what makes you special and the unique contributions you give to the world. I know there will be people out there listening to this and watching that right now. Some will be able to make a lovely list and some will be rolling their eyes at themselves saying there's nothing special about you. You're not unique. Can I just stop you right there? Yes, there is, and yes, you are. There is. In each and every one of us, we have many gifts. Sometimes, though, we've been told by others so often that they're not there that we've started to believe those words. So if it's okay, I'd like you to listen to my words right now in my voice. Remember what makes you special and the unique contributions that you give to the world. I paused for a moment there. And remember, this will pass. We've just done 10 months together. This will pass. Okay. The workbook then goes into, and I'm just going to go through this for no other reason, just so you can see it. Absolutely, we do all have them. We do all have them. It's just remembering that. 10 ways to build resilience. I mean, feel free now if you want to get a notebook and write this down. I'll watch it later on and catch up, but this will be for sale. It won't be up for a lot. Probably $4.99, $5.99, something like that, and then you've got this that you can keep using, or you can just keep watching this video and write it down. Whatever works for you. Self-care, recharge those batteries. What helps you feel better? I've got it there. Choose your battles. Don't get caught up in others' dramas. Who or what can you avoid, and how? Maintain perspective, take a step back. This will matter. Will this matter in a week, a month, etc.? Is there anything that fits in here right now? If when I read that out, there's things that pop into your mind, get that wrote down. Be honest with yourself and others. There are going to be challenges. Is there anything you need to say? What is it that you need to say? Is it to yourself? Is it to someone else? Write it down. That's your first step. Sometimes writing it down or just saying it aloud to yourself is the step that you needed. Sometimes that's all we need. We just need to get it out. Learn from mistakes, move forward. What have you learned from past mistakes? And were they mistakes or were they just something that you did at that time with the information that you had? Be aware, recognise how others treat you and remove or distance yourself from bad, negative attitudes. That's really important. Who do you need to move away from and how can you do this? Have a network of supportive people. Surround yourself with supportive people, those who listen and care. List your amazing support. Just saying, Rainbow After the Storm. Website's now up and running. It's not finished, but it's up and running. Look after your physical and mental health. Create a plan for both. What steps can you start to make, and how soon can you start? Celebrate your achievements, however small. Make that list. Remember what makes you special and the unique contributions you give to the world. Quite frankly, you're amazing, and own it. That really needs an attitude. I also did, not that you can see it behind the camera, I did a little bit of a sash there with a finger. Just own it. Anyone who's been to my class knows what that looks like. And then I put this beautiful worksheet in there as well. Again, you can draw this yourself, or whatever works in your world. Just bullet points, doesn't really matter how you do it. But I just thought it was pretty. List how you can show kindness to yourself. That is pretty, isn't it? I mean, that's just, look at that, genuinely. There are days when I pat myself on the back, and that was one of them. See, that's how you own being good. So pretty. Taking notes, uncover what really matters. What have you got from that? What are your steps? What do you need to look into? What do you need to research? What do you need to look up? Make notes. And last but not least, showing kindness to myself. Record or plan one act of kindness to yourself each day. I love giving homework. This is good. I'm happy with this. Each day, plan something. What's on your to-do list, notes and intentions. I think we're okay with that. There we go. So, that is the little workbook. That is dum ba da dum ba dum. There you go. Resilience I am I can. By moi. By moi. I'll come back to me, shall I? Hey! Oh, I did do it. Look at me. I'm like a ninja. I'm not. I'm really hoping that has helped today. I will put that up on Etsy. I'll put the link on if you want to have a nosy at it, because it'll be on there. The video will be on there, so you can have a look. Hi, Denise. So you can have a look. You can go through it. If you want to buy it, a couple of quid, great. If you don't, because you're able to capture it, write it down. Whatever works for you. But we want to start using these resources that I've got. And I'm hoping, will you do me a favour? Will you leave me some feedback? Is this helpful, being able to make a ninja techno person? Those are words I never thought I'd say about myself. But we're getting there, aren't we? Compared to last year, yeah. Let me know, will this work for you? Will being able to visualise things and being able to jot them down, will that help you? I'll also put the link in as well. Good morning, Courtney. I'll also put the link in as well about the Tuesday night teaching group. This is something we did in November and December. We set up a private Facebook group, and I will start to put the videos from the night before, and I will put the links on for the workbooks, all kinds of things. This is going to be down on a donation basis. Like I say, this is usually £25, which even then for the 4 weeks is ridiculously cheap, actually. But it's there. It's 3 weeks this time, starting from next week. Pay as much or as little as you want to for it. That's where I am this term. That's where I am this month. I don't want monetary factors to come into being able to help each and every one of you. I'll put the link up, it's on Eventbrite. If you donate, you need to donate something, I think even it's 50p or £1. You might not even need to do that, actually. You don't have to. If you don't have to, don't do. If you don't want to, you can't do. I just don't know if you have to or not. If you do it for the 1 week or the 2 week or the 3, we'll sort it. I'm not worrying about it. I'll be honest, as I said to Just this morning. Yesterday I sat here and I said to Just, I feel really uncomfortable charging full price for my course this term, this month, because I feel, looking at the notes that are coming through, the posts that are coming through, there's a lot of us really struggling again, and that's all right. It's okay. It's where we are. But I certainly don't want, whether we have some money or not, whether we can afford it or not, to be a hindrance to how I can help. So I'll put that list up as well. There's all kinds of lists going up. It's just loads. Good luck keeping up with me at the moment. This is where I am. This is what I did this morning. Busy as a little bee. Busy as a little bee. I'm loving it though. Good morning, Lise. How are you, beautiful? So that is where we are. I hope that's been of use to you. If you've got any questions about what we've covered today, let me know, please do. If you want me to do it, what did Ed put there? You said you're such presents, you'll be getting on Twitter next. Oh. Let's walk before we can run. Good morning, Cad. How are you, beautiful? Good morning. Let me know how that went. If you're watching this on catch up, hello, hello. As always, great to see you. Hugs. Oh, Nat, thank you, sweetheart. It wasn't sitting right with me yesterday. It wasn't sitting right with me, and there was a reason why I wasn't starting it today, and now I know why. Hi, Michelle. How are you? There has to be... You would think, wouldn't you, Ed? You'd think, wouldn't you? Feel free to have a look for me if you would be kind enough. That would be amazing. We'll be right. I'm not worrying about it. It will be what it will be. We're all right. We're in this together. We can do this. We can do this. I will put all the details that you need for Etsy if you want to buy this. I will put on for the Eventbrite if you want to come to the course on Tuesday. We'll sort it. We'll be all right. We'll sort it. We'll just be right. We'll sort it between all of us. Hugs and kisses to each and every one of you. I will see you soon. And take care. Please leave me some messages underneath because I love reading them. And see you soon. Bye, 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 bye.